No, it's okay. Let's see. Carolina, can you please read?
Continuous forms for conditions. You can use past continuous forms to introduce hypothetical situations in present.
Yes.
If you were hoping to get a job with a charity, you might want to volunteer first.
All right. Hypothetical situation. Okay. If you were hoping. Now, hypothetical situation. That's when the speaker doesn't know the real situation. We're only guessing. Another example, if you were planning to change the world, where would you start? Now, I know you ladies are interested in the Cenni certification, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, just as an example, imagine I don't know you are. And this is when we set the hypothetical situation. I don't know this information. This one, I don't have that information. And because I don't have it, then I talk hypothetically. If you were interested. No, that's a simple past.
Interesting.
No, not interesting. If
Interesting.
you're looking into getting the Cenni certification, comma, there. If you were looking into getting the Cenni certification, now I have a present, a past continuous with if for a present hypothetical situation. And here I can continue the story. If you were looking into getting the Cenni certification, you could start a course online. Okay?
Okay.
No? This is what it's telling us. If you were hoping means the speaker doesn't know the real situation. It's a guessing expression. There. You can use, on the next slide, you can use past perfect continuous forms to introduce hypothetical situations in the past. And the example gives us, if the Solwents had been living, this is a hypothetical situation in the past using the past perfect. If the Solwents had been living in a small house, they wouldn't have been able to raise so much money. The result wouldn't have been able. A result in the past using the would perfect. Would plus have and the perfect participle. Or the next example, Hannah might not have seen the homeless if she hadn't been looking out the window. In this case, the cause and the effect are switched places. Okay. First we have the result, and then we have the situation. And in any given case, we have the situation in the past, past perfect continuous. Let's complete the questions with the continuous forms of the verbs, then answer the questions. If you and your classmates to raise money for a good cause, how would you do it? Now, we have to use the verb try to have the hypothetical situation.
We're trying. We're trying.
We're trying. Perfect. We're trying.
Sure, I have an example, but I don't know if it is correct.
Let me see.
If you were playing guitar, you could enter in a rock band.
No, that's not a hypothetical ongoing situation. That's a hypothetical situation permanent. Yes.
Okay.
So a momentary situation, you can say, if you were playing guitar, people could hear you. Yes?
Can you explain the difference in between my example and yours, please?
Yes. This, if you were playing guitar, is a situation happening in that moment. And this will be the result. And what you're saying is...
But it isn't true, the first one? If you were playing guitar, it isn't true?
I don't know if it's true. That's why the expression if, because I don't know if you are or you are not.
Okay.
It's a hypothetical expression. And what you were saying is something more permanent. If you played guitar,
If you were playing guitar?
no, the competition one. If you played the guitar, result, you could enter a competition. Yes? So the difference is that this is momentarily. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or, yeah, okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, next, number 2. If you so hard with the verb not work.
Hadn't been working.
Weren't.
Hadn't no
Weren't working.
because the
Hadn't,
second sentence
it's in the past.
it's in the past.
Right. So, hadn't again.
Pues entonces cámbiate chula. No.
Hadn't continue.
Hadn't been working.
Hadn't been working. Perfect. I want to lower the case. There. Good job. Thank you. Next, number 3.
Were thinking.
We're thinking. Yes, I'm going to make this smaller. Next is you were thinking. Good. And 4.
Hadn't been walking.
Hadn't in past.
I think because the second one isn't past.
The second one, which one?
The
So a homeless person
oh
Is this in past?
no. I'm confused. It weren't walking.
wearing walking.
Weren't?
I
Negative?
Were
what we
walking.
would do if we were walking down the
Werewolf.
street.
Yes.
Otra vez no.
There you go. We're walking down the street and you saw a homeless person. Okay. Number 5.
We're playing.
We're planning.
Yes, we're planning. Right there. There. Ladies, can you please take a picture? Or I might be, oh no, yes. Take a
Yes,
picture.
teacher.
Yes. Finished?
Finished.
Can you share it on the group, please? Are you ready? Please use the section so you can ask and answer the questions with the classmate, please. All right, guys. Were you able to finish the questions?
Almost. We must
Oh my
right
goodness.
last.
Almost. You needed more time, huh? Okay. Well, let's continue with the next slide. Even if. Now we have a different expression with if. Have you ever heard of this one?
Yes, I have heard.
Perfect. What about unless?
Yes.
Yeah, what do they mean? What is even if? That's difficult to explain in English, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
What about unless? Can you explain that in English? No.
No.
No? Can you give me an example?
Both or just one of them?
Whatever you can.
I didn't get a good grade in the exam unless I studied.
That doesn't work because it's in the your sentence is in the past. And it doesn't
I
work
have
with the
to
past.
use this?
It doesn't work with the past. This is different.
For example, even if you have car, you prefer to walk.
Ah, that works better.
Yeah.
Yes, that works better. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at some examples. You can use even to add a special emphasis to a condition introduced by if. Example, I think I would give to charity even if I didn't have much money. Or even if I had saved some money last year, I wouldn't have given it to a charity. So this means even if, it means doesn't matter what the situation, the result is the same. Yeah. I would give is the same if I had or I didn't have. Okay. And on the last one, I wouldn't have given it is the same if I had or didn't have. Okay, so this means it doesn't matter what the situation, the result is the same. And the next one is you can use unless to introduce what needs to happen for something else to happen. It means except if. Okay, that's what it means. Except if. So this except if is the opposite to even if. All right, they are opposites. Examples. I wouldn't give money to charity unless I were a millionaire. So that means that I wouldn't give money to charity, but I would give money to charity if I were a millionaire. I would only give money to charity if I were a millionaire. You can use the same verb forms with even if and unless as with if clauses. I wouldn't sell my house unless it was really necessary. Okay, so I wouldn't sell my house, but I would if it was really necessary. So this changes with this. And the last one, the Solwents would have raised money for charity even if Hannah hadn't seen the man that day. That means that the result is the same if the situation was different or not. Common errors. Don't use unless when the event in the if clause actually happened. Yes? So if the event is in the past, you can't use unless. Unless is only for the present or the future. And an example, if they hadn't sold their house, they wouldn't be as close now. That would be if they hadn't sold, not unless they had sold. Okay. I have a lot of more examples for you. Even if means whether or not. It is used to emphasize that something will still be true if another thing happens. We have the example number 1. Even if you take a taxi, you'll still miss your plane. Future. And this means that if you take a taxi or you don't, if you go walking or you run, it doesn't matter the situation. The result will be the same. Okay, you'll still miss the plane. The next example. You will go to the cinema even if they don't allow you. That means that if they allow you or don't allow you, it doesn't matter. The result will be the same. You will go to the cinema. Next. Even if I wash my car, it still won't look new. Even if. That means if I wash my car or I don't wash my car, it doesn't matter. The result is the same. it won't look new. Next example, he will come even if he's tired. Even if, so if he's tired or not tired, again, the result is the same. He will come. The next one, I'll go even if you forbid me to. So if you forbid me or if you don't forbid me, I'll go. The result is the same. And even if Mark was offered a job in Paris, he wouldn't accept it. So the result is the same. If he was offered or not, he won't accept nothing in Paris. Okay?
Okay.
Can you give me another example, please? Let's say, get a C2 level. There, can you give me an example with that? No? Okay. Even if. And then the rest of the clause, comma, and then you continue. I'll get a C2 level. There. So what can you add on the clause? Right here. What can you say?
That's a good one, teacher.
A
I'm
good
thinking.
one? You're thinking?
Yes.
Okay. Even if I didn't study. Oh. Is that possible? Who says yes?
Yes, that is possible.
Yes, that is possible. Very good. Would you like another example?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right, now let's see. Let's see. Buy a new car. Even if. All right, who can give me another one?
Even if I sold my old car, I will buy a new one.
Even if I sold, or even
Yes.
if I didn't sell?
Even if I didn't sell.
Even if I didn't sell my old car, I will or I would buy a new one.
I will buy.
Will?
No?
Yes, I will buy or I would buy. It's okay. Another example?
Yes, please.
Okay. Even if the teacher I'll take class. There. What can you say? Feel free to fire, okay? You won't make me feel shy.
Even if the teacher let us.
Let us?
Yes.
No,
A
no, no.
lot of homework
Left us.
left us. Left us a lot of homework. I will take the class.
Okay. Very good. Perfect. Now, let's move on to the next one. Unless. Using unless means except on the condition that, and you continue with the class. Unless need the main clause to make a complete sentence. Example. Unless you leave home at once, you will be late for work. That means you will be late for work, but you won't. This will change if you leave home at once. Okay. So again, with the exception that you leave home at once, with the exception of you will be late for work. So this is telling us that to be able to be on time, to not be late, you need to leave home right away. Okay. Next. She will be sick unless she stops eating. So situation, she will be sick, but with the exception of that she stops eating. So if she stops eating, then she won't be sick. Unless you're too tired, comma, let's go for a walk at the park.
In that case, 2 is missing 1. Oh, too tired.
Number 2,
Yeah, and number 3, unless you are too tired.
comma, let's go for a walk at the park. Unless my son finishes his homework, comma, he can't go out. You can't get a job unless you have experience.
Teacher, but number 3 is too tired. 2 is
Yes, with a double
yes,
O.
double O.
Yes. This typing is horrible. Too tired. Yes, double O, comma, let's go for a walk in the park. Are these examples good?
Yes.
Good. Now let's make other examples. What about the same clauses? Get a C2 level. Is that
Unless you study so hard.
Let you study really hard. Continue.
You will get.
You
You will.
you won't
You
get.
won't. That's right. You won't. This is the exception. Very good. This is good.
Unless you have a photographic memory, repetition is vital.
Vital.
Vital, I'm sorry.
Unless you have photographic. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Memory, comma,
Repetition is
repetition is vital.
vital.
Vital, yeah.
Okay.
Good. This is good. Somebody else can give me another one?
Let's try it.
Yes.
Unless you pay attention, you won't understand the topic.
Yeah. Can you repeat? Unless you pay attention, what?
You won't understand.
Perfect.
Understand.
All right. Now here is an exercise. Complete the answers with the clauses in the box. More than one answer may be possible. Okay, let's do number one. A, would you give money to charity if you were out of work? Absolutely. I would do it even if. Now, the answer is right here, ladies. What is the answer for this sentence?
I have to put the donation on my credit card.
That is correct. Perfectly well done. Now, all we're doing is you have this slide because I share it with you on the WhatsApp group. Do you have it?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's go in sessions. So you can answer this with a classmate. Let's go, please. Did you finish, ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Please, can you type the answers?
Okay.
Right.
Let's see. Who wants to type 1B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. According to my my list, the first one. Carolina, can you type the first one, please? Valeria, second.
Yes.
Second, okay, that letter B or C?
No, the second, 1C.
Oh, I'm sorry.
America, the next one. Oh, okay, you're finished it.
Um,
Claudia, fourth. Daniela, fifth. And Jasmine, sixth, please. Thank you, Valeria.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Carolina. Okay. What was that, Claudia? Just one period? little dot. Very good. And the last one. Jasmine, are you there? Jasmine, are you there? No? Okay, let's see. Who can do the last one? Luz Elena, can you do the last one, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, okay.
Yes, teacher, but I can't activate the microphone if I was writing. Sorry.
Oh, okay. If I only had a few things. Very good. I had a very good job. I had a very good job. Okay, it's the same answer. Thank you, ladies. So I had to put the donation on my credit card. Good. I don't think so. I would never do it unless I had a very good job. Would you ever give up a good position? I wouldn't miss a chance like that unless I couldn't find a. Is that complete?
Job when I got back.
Can you repeat that, please?
I couldn't find a job when I got back.
Okay. Never. I wouldn't give up a good position even if I wanted time of work. Okay. Would you give away your belongings? I wouldn't give my things unless I didn't want them. I would, even if I only had a few things. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. Was this easy?
Yes, teacher.
Awesome. That is really good. Next, listen to three people talk about ways to help others. Let's talk about that. Can you give me some ways to help others? How can we help other people? Can you give me an idea? How can you help others?
With money.
With money, okay, a donation. What else?
With things that we don't need anymore.
Okay, another way. It's okay. Listen to
Doing something
about
for
ways to
someone.
help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 to 3. First, over here. That's all you're going to do. Numbers, the summaries, 1, 2, 3. That's just an example. The stories are not in order. So you have to pay attention to see which one is first, which one is second, and which one is third, okay? Ready?
Page 53. 3. Listening and speaking. What would you give away? A. Listen to 3 people talk about ways to help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 through 3. Then listen again and complete the sentences for each person. 1.
So what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salmon family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. You know, it costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas. So, yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So, yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2,
So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3,
So, what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, when I've, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
All right, so what do you hear? What's number 1?
Use the car less.
Number 1. What's number 2?
Watch
What?
my spending.
My spending on groceries.
Watch my spending on groceries.
Donate my time.
Spending my time? All right. Now,
Donate my time.
listen again and check your answers. And while you check your answers, complete this. I'd be able to do it if I complete the sentence. Yes? The second one the same. I'd be able to do it if I complete the sentence. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Page 53. 3, listening and speaking. What would you give away? A, listen to 3 people talk about ways to help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 through 3. Then listen again and complete the sentences for each person. 1,
So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salwin family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. It costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas. So, yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So, yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2,
So, what would be the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3.
So what would be, what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, when I've, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
Okay, now let's begin checking some answers. Use the car less. I'd be able to do it if I
Rode my bike.
rode my bike.
Rode my bike.
Yeah. All right. I'd give it to, do you have that information?
Children's charity.
Charity to children. Children charity.
Okay. Next, donate my time.
If I
Organize my schedule.
Can you repeat again, please?
If I
Organize my schedule. Organize my schedule.
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 Is that what you said, schedule?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I give it to. No, it's okay. Next.
Working in a kitchen for the homeless. Something like that.
A kitchen to serve.
A kitchen?
Preparing food. Something like that.
Prepare food?
For homeless.
Serving food.
That serve food.
But I'm sorry. This question is not asking what, but who. I'd give to
homeless.
Homeless? Okay, let's check it out. Next, watch my spending on groceries. I'd be able to do it if I
save money.
What?
Save money.
Save money.
Less food.
Okay. Save money or buy less food. And I give it to?
To a school.
Local school.
Schools.
A local school?
Yeah.
All right. Now, your answers are good, but they're not, well, one is incomplete and one has two different answers. Yeah. This one has two answers and this one is incomplete. But the rest are okay. Everything else is good. So listen one more time for the last two, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Page 53. 3. Listening and speaking. What would you give away? A. Listen to 3 people talk about ways to help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 through 3. Then listen again and complete the sentences for each person. 1.
So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Solomon family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I I would definitely cut back on gas. You know, it costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas. So, yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So, yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2,
So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
Um, it's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying. And, it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3,
So, what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, when I've, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
Okay, do we have some answers? The first one, homeless. Is that complete?
Serving food for a homeless?
Serving food for a homeless? No, for a homeless wouldn't be correct.
For homeless.
No, the actual answer is
Serving.
Volunteer.
food kitchen for the homeless.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, there you go. And the last one?
But less food?
But less food is correct. So it's not save money, but it's but less food. Perfect. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
Are you tired?
Yes.
You sound tired. Okay, make a chart like the one above and ask your classmates questions. And read the chart with your classmates' ideas. This is the question. What would you do if you wanted to do something for charity? If I wanted to help, I'd probably be able to do it if I'd give to. Can we have one example, please, before we can finish the session? Just one example.
Okay.
No? You
I
want to
donate some food?
Well, the first one is if I wanted to help, I'd what?
I'd donate some food.
Food?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd be able to do it if I
If I had time.
If I had what?
If I had time.
Time? Like that? If I had time?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd give it to?
Homeless people.
Yeah, it's good. Very good.
Okay.
We have time for another example. Another example. Nobody?
If I
What
want to
about
help
if I told you, you need to donate a basic basket? I wrote an incomplete sentence. Donate a basic basket. How do you say this in English? A basic basket? No, I'm gonna try. Right, I'm gonna word this. Donate a bag
Of groceries.
Groceries. Yes. Thank you. That's very good. Groceries. Donate a bag of groceries. How would you be able to do it? What would you need to do?
If I had enough money.
Save money every month, no?
Yeah, that's a good one. Saved money every month. Okay. I'd give it to? Who would you give it to?
elderly people.
What?
Elderly people.
Asylum? Asylum? Or how to
Asylum?
use it? Asylum? I don't know.
A nursing home. Okay. Or the other one, what was the other one? I can't remember, but this is good. A nursing home. Perfect. Homework. Now you need to think of your own idea and write one sentence like this. Okay?
Okay.
Complete sentence, please. Yeah, if I wanted to help, I'd be able to do it if and I'd give two. Complete sentence, and we'll share answers tomorrow.
Okay, teacher.
All right, how was the class, ladies?
Really good, interesting.
We are moving forward. We're moving along with the time tenses, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's getting a lot better. Okay. If you still have questions, please let me know. Okay.
Okay.
On my WhatsApp or in the group, it doesn't matter. If you still have a question, if you still have a doubt, send me your question and I'll look for some material to share with you to practice some more if you need to. If you don't, tomorrow we'll continue with the next lesson. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Thank you very much, ladies. We're finished for today.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. Good night.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you give me my result?
Did you do the exam?
Yes.
I thought you said you didn't do the exam.
Yes, I do the exam yesterday.
How long did it take you?
About 3 hours.
Okay. I don't have the results. Let me look for them and I'll send them to your WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
On the WhatsApp, what is your number? How are you listed?
Lord.
Perfect. Lorena, I will send you your results later on tonight, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Lorena.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Carolina.
Are you gonna send or could you send me the feedback? I want to know the mistakes I made.
Sure. Yes,
in order
I'll
to
check,
study or?
I'll check them and I'll let you know. But your result is good. Do you need more?
No. Also, I'm just taking this course to improve my English. I don't.
You're not going to take the Cenni exam?
Not really. In my work, they didn't ask me for that, but I just wanna do it.
Perfect. Then
It's
just
like
send
for
me the
pleasure.
information together and I'll send it to you, okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Carolina. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, teacher. See
Teacher.
you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Yes, America.
The same I need for the feedback for my mistakes in my test.